The rain in Spain stays mainly in the...
Step by step through the sun and rain, over mountains, across the plains. WCBH is on the go. Join us as we walk the Camino.
Hey, it's Cam from WCBH, coming to you from Valcarlos. We're just actually starting the walk on day 2, heading out of Valcarlos, heading to Roncesvalles. We've got about 13 kilometres in front of us. We've got a fair climb as well. It's about 600 metres that we need to climb across the course of the day, and we certainly felt that in the back end of yesterday coming into Valcarlos. There's a really difficult climb. We had a good night's sleep last night. It was cold. It's about 2 degrees now, and 23 years in the tropics. Certainly not used to this, but not feeling too bad at the moment. Body's woken up good, not stiff, not sore. Carrying the pack yesterday didn't seem to cause me too many dramas either, so that was good. So heading out on day 2, walking with my wife and with my son. Morning, Sherilyn. How are you feeling?
Feeling good this morning, bit cold, and the legs, they're okay. I'm a bit sore from yesterday, and we are climbing a hill at the moment.
How much fun was that last hill coming into Valcarlos yesterday?
Well, you and I have very different ideas of what fun is. That was not fun. That was like the hills from Chao.
You did very well. Also walking with my son, Chan. He's 8. Chan, did you have a fun day yesterday?
Yes.
And how are you feeling? Like, that was a big day yesterday. We walked 12 or 13 kilometres and we had to walk up a very steep hill. How did you feel?
Tired.
And what's some of the amazing things that you can remember from seeing yesterday?
Animals.
What animals did you get to see?
Horses, pigs, cows, hens, and
Yeah, so lots of farm animals on our adventure. Now, it's the winter months here. It's actually the 1st of March today, so first day of spring. And last night there was a carnival in the small town of Valcarlos happening right where we were staying, very loud with accordions. But the path we're taking is the Valcarlos path, not the Napoleon path. Now, the Napoleon path goes up over the Pyrenees, and that would be, I suppose, the path that most people would take if they were to walk the Camino in the summer or in the spring, etc. But in the winter, that path gets closed and it's not open yet, probably won't be open for another month. So there is an alternative path for stage 1 to head from St. John through to Roncesvalles, and that's the Valcarlos path. So that's the path that we're on today. So about 13 kilometres, about 600 metres elevation across the course of the day. Last night, meal was good. I had the fish. Sherilyn, you had the ham. How good is Spanish ham?
Spanish ham is the best.
I don't know what they do. It must be in the curing process, but it is just, it's something you just got to try. It is very, very good. All right. We've just stopped for a morning tea break, and what a morning of walking we've had. We've been walking through a valley, so it's been a cool walk as we've been walking without the sun on us. The mountains have been blocking the sun, but we've walked alongside this beautiful river. Now, part of our walk's been on the roadside, and some of it's been throughout the forest and through the bush, and beautiful picturesque scenes of what you'd expect to see in a movie. Crystal clear water, very cold water, beautiful rock bed, lush green undergrowth, really spooky trees that don't have leaves on them because it's just coming out of winter here. High mountains, beautiful rock formations. Like you could put this imagery in a Lord of the Rings movie or something along those lines, and it wouldn't be out of place. It's been quite beautiful. One of the things about the Camino is packing your bag and what to take and what not to take. One of the things that we do have, as most pilgrims would have, is the walking sticks. You see experienced walkers walk with these 2 poles and you think, well, what do you use those for? Well, on this sort of path, they're absolutely essential. They help you climb up steep inclines. They help you go down steep inclines without losing your footing and all things in between, climbing over logs. It's like an extra set of hands to hold you up where it's a bit slippery or a bit uneasy underneath your feet. It's like you're walking with 4 legs rather than 2. So, yeah, one of the essential bits of gear that we've come to learn of these walking sticks, and probably took a little while, I suppose, half a day to feel comfortable walking with them. But now we've got our stride with them, and they're absolutely essential. Just heading up one of the steepest hills that we've faced so far today, just for you to get an indication of how steep this thing is and how long the hill is. Certainly need to do a decent pre-season before coming over. These walker sticks are certainly helping getting up the hill, but the elevation must be starting to get up there as well. I wonder if that's having an impact on the oxygen level up here. Maybe ever so slightly, but we're all doing well. Short bursts getting up these hills. Take a breather and then go on to the next section. Now, just like all good sports broadcasters, you wait till full time when players are absolutely run out on the feet and you stick a microphone underneath their mouth and ask them, how do they feel? How do you feel?
That hill. We're not even all the way up it.
Powerful words. Jan, how do you feel?
Tired.
We're here. We've made it to the top of the mountain. End of stage 1. We're in Roncesvalles. It's very cold. The wind up here is strong and it is freezing. We've had to climb up a mountain today, and as we got further up the mountain, the temperature kept dropping. But we've made it into Roncesvalles. Famous town, 1778. This is where Charlemagne's rear guard was ambushed. It's also home to the Collegiate Church of Santa Maria. We'll be celebrating Mass in about 15 minutes in there. But it has been a good day, a beautiful day full of scenery, but it has been a tough day where we've just had to climb, go up, up, up. It really has been quite a physical challenge today. About 13 kilometres we've done, but it's been the elevation that we've climbed today that's been the most significant challenge. But funny little story, we got into Roncesvalles, we went to find our albergue. We had booked a private room only to discover that the albergue that we had booked in wasn't actually in this town. In fact, it was probably a good half an hour in an opposite direction. So we've had to change tact. I said before, we made plenty of mistakes on our first Camino, and I'm sure we'll make plenty on this one. So I'll put this one down as our first big mistake, booking a room in a hotel that's not in the town that you're going to. But fortunately, the albergue here had room in the inn. So we're going full albergue style tonight, dormitory, bunk beds and all. So that will be quite the experience. We've got the pilgrim meal for dinner. Looking forward to that. Hopefully it's something warm because we are sitting outside at the moment and it is freezing. So hopefully the body restores itself tonight. And so we're ready for another big day tomorrow, day 3.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the...
Step by step through the sun and rain, over mountains, across the plains. WCBH is on the go. Join us as we walk the Camino.